Welcome back, it's Magic Dad with another episode of Supreme League of Patriots, and... well, okay. This time, we have to figure out a way to get his photo, and I don't know how. But I did know something in the map I wanted to go check out. I want to go check out True Believers. Maybe we'll see Stanley... Stanley! Awesome!
This guy has a cool, relaxed aura that makes me think he owns the place.
He looks like the man that time forgot.
That sounds like Stanley. How's it doing?
Good day, barkeep.
Hey kids, welcome to True Believers.
Doesn't sound like Stanley, though.
Are you the proprietor of this fine establishment?
Oh no, son, I just own the place. The name's Stan.
I see. How did you end up owning a bar for superheroes and their fans?
Well, back in the 70s, I was a superhero, kinda like you.
Really? What happened?
I took a batarang to the knee.
You asked for that.
Where did the name come from?
So, where did you come up with a name like True Believers?
It takes a special kind of person with a special kind of imagination to believe in superheroes and supervillains. Only people like that are welcome here.
Sure.
It would have
What
been awesome
business
if they
wouldn't
could have got
benefit from
Stanley
banning
to do the
everyone
voice.
who's not gullible?
Can I get a drink?
We'd like to order a couple of drinks.
Oh sure, boys, what can I get you?
I'll have a rum and milk. What about you, mate?
I'll have something fruity. And I don't mean that freak in the corner.
Wow. Okay, we should get going.
We should be going. I can't be seen hanging around bars all day. I have an image to uphold.
Sure, boys, come back anytime. We're always open, thanks to New York's high tolerance for alcohol dependency.
You're trying to uphold your image?
Of course, old friend.
Wow.
Talk about setting your sights low.
Examine the cloth bag.
This looks like it might be useful.
What for?
I don't know. Catching squirrels?
You are a strange, strange man.
Yeah. But we're going to take it if we can.
I can't just go taking everything I see.
Plus, the NYPD have been keeping tabs on you since that man-sized ice cream cone disappeared from outside Gelato's R Us.
That too.
Dang. Okay, notice board.
It's a cork board with various leaflets and postcards pinned to it.
Room to let. Billionaire industrialist and philanthropist seeks supple teenage male for mansion share. Plenty of scope for advancement. Must have own leotard. Orphan preferred. Free to good home. Ripped shirts. More stock due in soon. Have you been injured in an accident at work? 4th degree burns when your exoskeleton developed an electrical fault? Call Murdoch and Walters personal injury attorneys.
This
on
is awesome.
555-0109.
I love all the Easter eggs on there. We've had a Batman, a Hulk, and now a Daredevil.
For sale. Jet-powered helicopter. Fusion reactor needs attention. Spares or repair. For sale. 10,000-piece double-sided circular jigsaw puzzle. My wife didn't like me when I was angry.
Another Hulk one.
It's a cork board.
Here's one. 6.5 litre V8 supercar with twin propane injection turbo system. Hollywood cerise with matching fluffy dice and bunny sticker. Contact the Bleeding Heart.
It's a girl's car.
It would appear to be, yeah.
A car for girls.
Well, that's generally the idea.
A car that's been owned by a girl.
Again, your grasp of the situation is impeccable, but we appear to be retreading old ground.
Yeah.
The Purple Patriot cannot be seen driving a girl's car. It'll give people entirely the wrong impression of me.
What? It'll make people think you're rational, tolerant, and comfortable with your own sexuality?
Exactly! And we all know what type of person is confident in their own sexuality. All of us normal people are conflicted and confused and are constantly trying to suppress urges.
I don't think so.
You're going way over my head, mate. I've never had an urge I wanted to suppress. In fact, I lean more towards indulgence of urges than suppression.
It's not like I can even hide the fact that it's a girl's car. The freaking thing is pink.
It's not like you have a choice either. You need a car, and the Bleeding Heart is the only person selling one.
Wait, did you say the Bleeding Heart?
So you can hear me over those trousers.
Finally.
This is even worse than I thought. It's a liberal car. The damn thing is bound to be environmentally friendly. It probably runs on soybeans or the driver's sense of self-satisfaction.
Alright, fine. Don't buy the bloody car. Turn up to a major crossover between all the big superheroes in a 1979 shabby Nova.
At least it's not pink.
Wow.
No, it's mostly rust-coloured. In fact, I'm pretty sure the rust is the only thing holding it together.
That is worse.
I suppose we could get the liberal mobile resprayed in a manly color. And we can probably get that sweet perfumed smell of girls out of the car.
I don't know why you want to do
Yeah,
that.
just leave a pair of your underpants and an open bag of garlic pretzels in the back and it'll smell like the Nova in no time.
It's not like I have much choice.
That's the spirit.
Yay! Let's go talk to the flamboyant superhero. This is going to go bad. I know that.
Hey, Purple Pants! Come to celebrate your big win at the talent contest? Let me buy you a drink.
I don't drink with freaks like you.
Ooh, what's got your panties in a bunch?
A real man's underwear is supposed to have a bunch in it. We haven't all had things cut off or sellotaped to something else. Like you.
Pay him no mind. He's been watching right-wing news all morning. It does funny things to him.
I know exactly what you mean. Brett Bear is my kind of guy.
Wow. What are you doing here?
What are you doing in here?
You mean what's a nice boy like me doing in a bar like this, you sweet talker?
Wow.
Listen, you affront to God. I'm more likely to beat you down than chat you up.
Normally, I don't do the submissive thing. I'm more of a dom than a sub in private, but for you, I might make an exception.
I think the big guy was just generally curious, nay, wondering, what brought you to True Believers?
It's the place to be seen for superheroes and supervillains, you know. For those of us who haven't cracked it yet, this is our chance to mingle with superhero royalty.
Okay. Have you got a name yet?
So have you got a name yet?
It's harder than it sounds. All the good names are already taken.
We can't keep calling you the flamboyant superhero. We have to call you something.
It would take me a long time to run out of things to call him.
Wow.
I was looking for something which wouldn't qualify as a hate crime.
Yeah. Foiled any crimes lately?
Have you foiled any heinous crimes recently?
Well, I did stop a man who was wearing socks and sandals and put him straight. Forgive the pun. Other than that, things have been pretty slow.
Not fashion crimes, you pinhead prima donna. I'm talking about vicious felons like drug pushers, purse snatchers, and jaywalkers.
He's got a point. If you want to strike a blow for LGBT rights, you're going to have to do more than just stop people mixing stripes with spots.
I guess you're right, but I don't really know where to start. Do you have any ideas?
KGB assassin.
Well, we did meet a former KGB assassin while we were at the auditions.
Oh my, that big scary looking boy with the steely gaze, the fearsome triceps, the thick Russian accent, and the tattoo of a hammer and sickle somewhere intimate.
It's always the ones you least suspect, isn't it?
He admitted he killed people when he was in the KGB, and he admitted enjoying it too.
Perhaps I should leave this for a more well-established superhero with experience of capturing such dangerous villains.
Are you telling me you've never dragged a big strapping man somewhere quiet and tied him up?
Oh, you. But seriously, I think I should start with a less dangerous opponent for my first arrest.
Okay then.
Sissy.
Beer or water?
I have it on good authority that the proprietor of this establishment waters down the beer.
Honey, look at my calves. Do I look like a beer drinker to you?
Who cares what you're drinking, you porno-partaking pansy? It's a perfectly
really
good
don't
excuse
like
to
him in
arrest
the
someone.
Purple
And
Patriot
maybe rough him up a bit on the way to
mode.
the police station. Isn't that what we're all in the superhero game for?
I don't know. It's a pretty minor offense. Doesn't really seem like something which would require a superhero.
Did we mention that he's not watering it down with water?
Yeah, haven't you noticed that he never needs to go for a bathroom break? Every time he gets caught short, he just waters down another keg.
Oh, you guys are just too much. You really had me going there for a second.
The Angel Mercy.
As it happens, I do know of this nurse who's trying to bump off all her patients.
She even tried to whack the big fella here, but sadly she just turned him into a white conservative's wet dream instead.
I
Yeah.
have no idea why you keep saying that.
Well,
Do you have any
considering the
proof
news,
of
yeah.
what she's doing? I couldn't just take action without any evidence.
You were there when she was poking those drugs down my throat? You saw what she was trying to do.
Oh, sure, but that could have just been unforeseen side effects. Have you got any proof of her intentionally harming a patient?
You're absolutely right. I've spent so much time with Captain Impetuous here, who thinks evidence is a dirty word, much like tolerance, that I wasn't thinking.
Namby-pamby, wishy-washy superheroes with all their rules and morals. We'll get you your precious evidence.
Wow. Okay, I can't help you.
I've got better things to do than help turn you into a real man.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Purple Pants.
Okay, that's all.
I'm off for a spot of badger baiting or perhaps to rebuild a motorcycle engine.
Good for you, Perps. You keep overcompensating.
Okay. To the map. Let's see if we can make a phone call. Use the phone.
I don't really need to call.
Neither.
Okay.
It's my mobile phone. It has a 20 megapixel 6 point.
Let's call her.
Good day, miss. Is this the, Bleeding Heart? My name is the Purple Patriot. We...
Wait, you got cut off, didn't you?
Oh, you remember me?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I suppose it is hard to forget someone getting hit in the head so often. Look, I'll cut right to the chase. I understand you have a top-end automobile for sale, and I'm in the market for a Patriot-mobile. You have misgivings about selling to a fascist puppet who tramples on the principles you hold dear? I see. Tell me, how many other people have expressed an interest in buying said vehicle?
That many, I think.
I'll see you in a half an hour.
Okay.
Apparently dollars trump principles.
Another fallen idol to mourn.
She'll meet us in the parking lot behind the 125th precinct, over by the entrance to the park.
Okay, I guess we go. We'll go and see her then. That is a nice car, actually. I don't really like the color, but
I see you could drag yourself away from the ironing.
Well, you sounded so desperate and needy on the phone. I hope I didn't take you away from an important mission, like rescuing a cat from a tree or helping a damsel fix her stiletto heel.
I would say get a room, you two, but I'm still holding on to the faint hope of having a chance myself.
I'm not sure which of us you're hoping for, but judging by the company you keep, you've got more chance with him.
Let's
Ooh.
just get down to business.
burn. Why meet here?
Why did we have to meet in the parking lot behind the 125th precinct?
I just happened to be in the area. Plus, I thought it would be handy to have reliable witnesses around if you start brutalizing a jaywalker or something.
That was completely uncalled for.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you, faithful assistant.
I'll have you know I'm a very reliable witness.
Dang. About the car.
I have some questions about the car.
Of course, that big round thing in front of the driver's seat is the steering wheel.
And I guess that stick marked park and reverse is where you hang your purse.
Ooh.
I suppose, being a girl, you can't tell me anything about the engine.
That is low.
It's a 6.5-liter V8 with quad overhead camshaft and fully electronic fuel injection. The original hemispherical combustion chamber has been replaced with an active chamber for improved efficiency and heat dissipation. I noticed that the original fuel pump was struggling, so I replaced it with a new model which has 10 inlet and outlet valves and redesigned end caps.
I see. I see. Vroom vroom!
Wow. A lot of women know more about engines and that than I do, so I think he's just an idiot, but that's just me.
Is the bodywork bulletproof?
The windows are made up of multiple layers of ballistic glass, which are laminated to a polycarbonate shield. The body is comprised of ballistic nylon, high-hardened ballistic steel, and Ultra Shield 3000.
Well, that sounds pretty sturdy.
It's very resilient, but I recommend you upgrade to something with more protection.
Yeah, he's
Why?
gonna need it.
Have you been seriously injured while driving this vehicle?
No, but I don't have a knack of pissing people off like you do.
Yes.
That's true. You're the only person I know who gets death threats from the Salvation Army.
Damn. About the weaponry.
Where are the guns and missiles at?
It doesn't have any weapons. I'm a non-violent superhero.
What do you do? Nag supervillains to death?
Oh, I'm such a ditz, I dropped the keys. Would you be a doll and pick them up for me?
Well, I'm nothing if not a gentleman.
You're nothing.
Did I mention that, as well as being non-violent, I'm also very clumsy?
It's unconventional, but a very effective weapon nonetheless.
How about the fluffy dice?
I'm a bit worried about the fluffy dice.
They're not part of the car, dummy. They just untie.
It's not that. I noticed they obscure the rearview mirror. Didn't they get in the way when you were doing your makeup while driving?
Jackass.
Yeah, he is.
I don't need to learn anymore.
Just as well. I'm not sure you're capable.
I'd agree with her.
Okay, how much do you want for this hunk of scrap?
I'll accept $500,000.
Sister, you must have been huffing scouring powder when you were cleaning the sink this morning. This heap isn't worth a fraction of that.
I know, but you're forgetting 3 things. Number 1, you need a vehicle fit for a superhero. And number 2, I know you're getting a huge payoff from the television studio.
And number 3?
I hate you.
Fine. I'll write you a check.
Let me see your driver's license first.
Why? Is there a bottle of whiskey in the glove compartment?
There are laws about selling cars of this spec. I can only sell to someone who has passed his superhero class driving exam.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
You don't appear to have heard of underarm deodorant either, but I can assure you they both exist.
Wow.
Fine. I'll bring you my license. If they give them out to women, they can't be very hard to acquire.
Okay then.
I need some time to think about it.
Of course you do. You only have a man's brain.
Okay. Let's go talk to him.
You wouldn't happen to have a photograph of my constant companion, would you?
Why the hell would I have a photo of your... Oh, you mean Kyle, don't you?
Okay.
Of course I mean Kyle. What else would I mean? He's a handsome chap. You must have some photos of him, right?
None you could show your maiden aunt. Besides, that receptionist is going to want one that's taken today. You'll just have to find a way to transform back into Kyle.
We will have to figure that out
For
next
some
time.
reason, I have no recollection of how I changed from Kyle into me in the first place.
Being hit in the head repeatedly.
I see. That would explain the short-term memory loss. Doesn't sound like something I should try again, though. Although it would explain the short-term memory loss.
There can only be a finite number of ways for superheroes to change back and forth into their alter egos. Just try the most obvious.
Okay, but we will do that next time. So thanks for
That's
watching.
all for now, old chum.
And we will see you next time. Bye for now.